quick second and get a read in for the day because I've been itching to touch the cards. So we're just gonna go ahead and tap in and see what messages we have for the collective. I'm so happy that the retrograde is almost over because what the fuck was November? What the fuck was that? First of all, it went by in 2 seconds, but the 2 seconds that it went by, so much fucking shit happened. And I'm like, really? But yeah, it ends on, the retrograde ends on the 29th. So that's good. I'm ready to see how December gonna come in and vindicate me for the month of not December on the bottom of the deck. I'm ready to see how November's gonna come in. I'm not trying to be in cuffing season, but I'm definitely needing the universe to pour some more love into me, for sure. But let me see. Are these backwards? Oh my god, I can't use this deck. Or can I? Let's see. Some of these are, there you go. Just the top. Excuse my morning voice. It's very raspy. But we're gonna go ahead and tap in. Divine, Most High. What messages do you have for the collective today? What messages do you even have for me? Let's get into it. I do gotta go to work in a little bit, so I can't be on here all day. Not all these cards though. There's gonna be a payback. All right, some sort of payback. Everything that goes around comes back around with this boomerang. All right, so there's gonna be some consequences returning, karmic cycles. All right, time to settle some balances. Which again, like I said, November, I feel like the universe owes me. No, don't nobody else owe me shit. The universe owes me what it owes me for what I put up with. All right, so it's like all of the things that I have been putting up with, all of the things that I have been tolerating, I already know it's something that I need to let go. It's something that I cannot hold on to. So it's not like me wanting my payback is a revenge. It's just do justice. Do justice. Good morning. Good morning. If you're coming in, please like the live. All right. This energy of being around people that are deep fake, all right? They're deep, but they're really fake. It could be like exhausting, all right? So a lot of people who are really like deep for real and really like to be beyond the surface of situations and conversations. So let's see what else we got. Virtual deceptions, all right? Seeing is no longer believing. All right, I like that. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Good morning. Hope you have a wonderful day as we wrap up the last few days of November. All right, so that's what I'm expecting. I've been asking the universe for a brand new life. I'm pretty sure some of us, a lot of us at this point in time want a brand new life, and I'm feeling like we're on the verge of getting it. All right, this brand new life is going to be like a complete identity shift for a lot of us. People aren't going to recognize us. They're not going to recognize our life. It's just a reinventing of ourselves. All right, I know I've been thinking about that when it comes to my appearance, what I want to look like. Yeah, I have a whole list. But yeah, we're going to stop right there with these cards. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We got blind date, all right? So some of us could be getting ready to go on some dates. We could be getting set up by some friends. We could be getting set up by the universe. We could be getting, you know, set up by whatever to start experiencing some new connections with people. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. We stepping into that leader type of energy, all right? We got a lot of spirit, all right? We've been through the mud to kind of get to where we're at, all right? So we're very confident in who we are. So we kind of exhibit like this Leo type of energy where we are, you know, kind of the center of attention, but at the same time, we're also very nurturing because we've, you know, been through all of the hard shit. And so it's like we are on this journey of just, you know what I'm saying, making sure that as we're leading by example, all right? Because we've already been through the hard stuff, all right? We have a lot of maturity, we have a lot of power because we've been through so much and we've gained that strength and that knowledge in order to have a spirit that can be led independently and also fiercely. Yay! I love how the cards are falling out. So the King of Wands fell under payback. You know, that leadership, us, you know, stepping into our power, stepping into our destiny, sitting on our throne, allowing spirit almost in a sense to get the payback for us. It's like we don't gotta get the payback. The spirit's already gonna get the payback for us. Ancestors already gonna get the payback for us. Universe already gonna get the payback for us. And then this is falling under let it go. And this is like a new world, all right? Everything is gonna be, it's gonna be new, all right? This would have been nice if it would have felt under brand new, but it fell under let it go. This is all about completing cycles, all right? Starting fresh. It's like everything that you needed to learn in the past has been learned. Now you get to like almost essentially jump timelines into a better version of yourself, a better version of life, a better version of, you know, finances, love, all right? The way that you can mentally, emotionally, and spiritually compartmentalize things, all right? This is something new. There's a lot of endings taking place, but a lot of beginnings that are new, that are going to bring a lot of joy into your life and your experience. Yeah, so no more there's a lot of endings, all right? There's a lot of endings. So with this, you're not even putting yourself in any type of mental conflicts at this time. No matter what reality looks like, you're like, fuck it. Like, I've already survived the worst. This is nothing. And I know that on the other side of this situation, there is great things to come. All right, you've been stabbed in your back so many times by yourself and other people that it's like you've developed this sort of mental strength, all right, this spiritual strength, this physical strength, that it's like you're untouchable, all right? You've already gone through the worst, all right? The worst is over. The worst has happened. It's only up from here, okay? You may have experienced a lot of failures. You may have experienced a lot of trials and tribulations, but with these two cards, like, it's ending, all right? Things are ending. Things are getting ready to change for you in a positive aspect, and this is on spirit, all right? This ain't on what you're seeing in the world. This is on spirit getting ready to put you in places and positions that you never would have thought you'd be in. Like, I wonder, like, when I get off live on TikTok, do y'all know, like, I know the live will stay on my profile for 30 days, but does that mean that people still get to, like, watch it, like it, and get information from it? That's what I want to know. Or do I have to, like, repost it or something. All right. And while you're out here getting this brand new beginning, of course, there's somebody that's going to feel a certain kind of way. All right. This is somebody that's going to be jealous. All right. Could be somebody from your past. All right. Who has a nasty, negative, dark, manipulative spirit about them. All right. And they don't want to see you be brand new. All right. But it doesn't matter what they want, because they don't dictate anything when it comes to you and your life, your destiny, your path, and what it is that you have going on. So they can be mad all they want to and attempt to, tarnish your new identity based on some of the things that they've known about you in the past. But it doesn't matter, right? Because we have the ending. All right, it's all ending. We're starting new. We can start over as many times as we decide we want to start over. So that's just pretty much what it is. Okay. Yeah. So you could have been feeling like there's this energy of where something was missing, all right, where you weren't able to put all the pieces together. It was like you could have sat in this energy to where you were like, I have this, I've done that, I've been here, I've experienced this, but like something's still missing, all right? Like you could have been feeling like you needed to tap into your creative side, or you could have been missing out on opportunities that were directly in front of you because you weren't open, all right? And this could also be the energy of your past connections and past people, like feeling like they missed out on an opportunity with you, all right? Feeling like they had the opportunity with you when you were in their life and they fucked it up pretty much. Yeah, it's all about expansion. It's all about growth. It's all about looking beyond where you are currently and seeing what else there is for you to experience in life, what else there is for you to do in life. You could be receiving a lot of opportunities coming in. You could have been in this energy of like really manifesting, right? And now you're at the point to where you see what you were working on maybe like a year or 2 years ago really starting to flow and come in for you. So it's like you get to sit back, right, and kind of relax and enjoy the process of life as you spiritually are tapped in and knowing that like all of the work that I've done is going to pay off. It's going to pay off. You could have been doing a lot of healing, all right? A lot of self-care, a lot of self-love, just pouring into yourself, all right? You could have been the type of person who poured into people a lot, but then you took some seasons to go ahead and pour into yourself to make sure that your mental, your emotional, your physical was okay. All right, you could have let go of a lot of things that you were bound to mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially that was holding you back. All right, with this devil energy popping out, you could have realized that you were stuck in certain sorts of programming that didn't really benefit you in your higher self and your higher good. So as you kind of started to see yourself in certain loops and certain patterns that were, maybe on the dark side, right? You gotta balance that dark and that light energy out. But you realize that there were some dark things that were going on within your spirit that you were grounded in that you needed to break free from. All right, so you have to learn how to break those chains off of yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. You have to learn how to break free of the chains that you hold on yourself. This could have been codependencies, all right, with relationships or just certain situations in the world that people get attached to. All right, so this could have been a lot of things that you were like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and face all of my fears. I am going to break free from anything that I feel like is keeping me in this lower nature when I'm truly wanting to arise and evolve into something higher. And as you become this brand new person, Spirit saying you're going to be very protective of your energy, which is obvious because you've already done all that work that you needed to do in order to realize that not everybody deserves access to you, right? So you're going to be very guarded, all right? You're going to be financially stable, all right? And you're going to use that as a means to kind of guard yourself away from things and also people who don't really deserve to be in your presence. So we got a lot of fours out here. Let's see. So we got the Four of Cups. We got the Four of Pentacles out here. A lot of fire energy. So Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. All right. We got some Earth out here. We got Cancer out here as well. All right. We got Capricorn out here a few times. Bottom of the deck. All right, so we got nothing but new beginnings coming. All right, nothing but new beginnings. Is there anything specific that collective needs to work on, Divine? Anything specific that collective needs to work on, Divine? What is that? Alright, so anything specific that collective needs to work on. It's like you've mastered your emotions, alright? So you're the kind of person that people come to for help. You're the kind of people that, or the kind of person that people get advice from, alright? People ask you to pray for them because you are so balanced emotionally. You could be in this energy to where you are so balanced emotionally and so relied upon other people that you don't necessarily ask for help, alright? This is somebody who puts the mission above everything, all right, even themselves. So if I was asking Divine what you needed to work on, I would assume, or I would pick up on this energy of you being able to be strong, but then still rely on somebody else and still be able to ask somebody for assistance, all right? So we have the King of Wands falling under the King of Cups with the Four of Cups as well. All right, so there's going to be a lot of people. I'm telling you, you had to walk away from a lot of difficult situations. All right, with these 5 cups out here, and you had to find and create a new path. All right, in order to develop the emotional strength of a Taurus and an Aries, because that's essentially what the King of Cups is. They are a healed and a matured Taurus and also an Aries, all right? So that means that they have grounded themselves mentally and also emotionally very well. What else we got for the collective, Divine? Alright, so So letting it go, you have to call down judgment on a lot of people. You have to call down judgment on yourself, all right? Because sometimes it's not always about the people that we have in our lives that are causing the problems and the chaos. Sometimes it is us, all right? And until you actually have the ability and the strength to really look in all the cracks and crevices of your own actions and of your own behaviors and of your own decisions, um, you can't really see where you're going, all right? So you have to do that deep internal dive into self to just kind of call judgment on yourself and the other people, all right, so that you can see why it is imperative for you to move into a different direction, why it's imperative for you to end certain situations that were not benefiting you, all right? You could be getting some sort of promotion in spirit, or maybe even in your actual reality when it comes to work or what it is that you're doing for income. But you really had some sort of breakthrough by being open to the call, all right? Being open to the call in your mind and in your spirit that you kept hearing, like, maybe I need to change this, maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to sit down with myself and really figure it out. And because you actually went through that process, all right, of judging yourself, it's like you could judge other people and judge them in a sense to where it's like from a place of love and not necessarily just ego. The rock star, what you doing up already? Yeah, so you have to do a lot of healing, all right? You have to do a lot of healing, all right? You have to balance out all of that hurt with all of, the good experiences that you may have had, all of that painful, like sometimes we'll sit in this energy internally, all right, where it's just mostly our thoughts, all right, that is causing the pain. Sometimes it can be something that happens to us on or in the external world, all right, our reality. But a lot of the times it's us sitting and festering on things. But the Three of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Swords out here, it's like you've transformed, all right? It's giving big Scorpio energy. You've transformed, you've rose and you've rised from all of the pain, all of the broken hearts, all right? Maybe things from childhood, relationships, just anything that you could have gone through in life that caused you any sort of difficulties. You're in this energy of recovering, all right? It's like you could have had the worst life ever, the worst journey ever, but you're still very optimistic about something good to come, all right? So it's like the worst is over. You forgiving yourself, you forgiving other people, you forgiving the fact that you may have made some dumb choices, all right? And you're just ready to move forward. This one almost popped out. The Ten of Wands. All right, we casting all the burdens. We're no longer micromanaging things. We're not micromanaging people. We're not doing all the work by ourselves. We're not carrying the load by ourselves. We are starting to think smart when it comes to the things that we need to do, the things that we need to build. All right, we're gonna collaborate a little bit more. We're not trying to get it done fast, but we do want to get it done effectively. All right, so that's big Sagittarius energy. All right, big Jupiter energy, big energy on expansion, especially in the spirit. It is okay for us to help each other. Like, we shouldn't even have to be out here trying to build these empires by ourselves when there's so many of us that can put in a lending hand to help out. All right, evil was my first thought and choice. What you mean? Let's see. So, all right. So this came out. I don't know if it was in the reverse or in the upright, but we'll read it for both. So this came out. So you could be either stuck in the past. You could have somebody coming back from the past. All right. don't sit in those energies of thinking about past experiences that's not gonna do nothing for you. All right, if you had the experience, you had the experience. Big on the let it go. All right. Big on the let it go. Don't stay stuck in the past. Don't stay stuck in connections that you had with people in the past, because that was all a lesson. All right. Every time you cross in somebody's path and y'all are, you know what I'm saying, being a mirror to each other and showing each other the things that you need to work on, the things that you need to develop. All right. That's just the divine trying to teach you. All right. So you do have to let go of the past. You can't be stuck in the past. All right. You can't be holding grudges from things that you had to learn, because it was ultimately for your own benefits. All right. You needed to learn the lesson, and so God put somebody in your life for you to learn the lesson. All right. But this also could have been like a situation of just, you know what I'm saying? When you think about the past, sometimes you think about the good times when you think about the past. All right. And you be like, dang, I wish I could have had more experiences like this with this person or within this situation. And that's cool. All right. But still, you have to continue to move forward when it comes to these certain things. All right. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Lovers. So whether this past connection was, you know, family, friends, co-workers, anything of the nature, all right, we're always going to be, you know what I'm saying, in connection with new people. All right, if we are open mentally, if our heart is open, then divine will send you new people, all right, to create new experiences, new memories with. But if you're closed off and you don't want a connection, then you're not going to get one. But I'm about to pull a few of these. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we ended up having a lot of cups out here. Let's see. 11 cups. What's 11? I'm gonna say 11 is, I don't know, is it justice? If it is, that would make sense. Alright, addiction. Sometimes we be addicted to the wrong fucking shit. We be addicted to making the wrong choice, alright? We be addicted to certain scenarios, all right, that play over in our mind, maybe due to programming, maybe due to just the way we were raised. All right, this don't necessarily give me like addiction, like a crackhead addiction or a sex addiction. This gives me like an addiction to certain patterns and choices that we make in life that can cause us to go down the wrong path. All right, lead us in the wrong direction. All right, lead us to the wrong type of people, the wrong sorts of obsessions internally. So spirit's really saying you gotta do that work. You gotta call that judgment on yourself to see what addictions and like what thoughts and like what causes you to go down this path and this cycle to choose how you choose. All right, and if you can figure out why you're doing what you're doing, and if it is or isn't benefiting you, then it's like you can break free of whatever emotional blockages you have that's causing you to not be led to the place that you want to be led in life. And then we have healthy hearts. And then right on the bottom, it says toxicity or addictions, like healing those. All right. So when you look at yourself, You got to be able to see your own addictions. You got to be able to see your own toxicity. All right. So you can figure out why you're attracting relationships that could be abusive. All right. And then once you figure that out, then you begin to be in this process to where your heart is healed. All right. And when your heart is healed, you start to attract different things. You start to attract different people. Trust me, when I was young, oh my God. When I was young, baby, I attracted some demons. And that's only because I didn't realize the demons that I had within me. All right, the demons that I needed to tame within me. But now I'm more grounded. This is on the bottom of the deck. I'm more grounded as I've matured, as I've actually sat down with myself in isolation for a long season to just really ground my energy. So now I'm kind of unmoved by a lot of things and a lot of people unless it really feels authentic. Why do I feel like I need to check this? Because I didn't get a late alert, so I don't think anybody's late for their shift, but we did get somebody who didn't clock out. 1 second, y'all. Because the last thing I need, why can't it be reached? Okay, here we go. No. So I didn't celebrate Thanksgiving. I just feel like when you celebrate Thanksgiving, it's like you're collectively agreeing with the state of the economy, the state of the world. All right, when you celebrate any of these holidays, all right, it's like you're agreeing with the direction that we're heading in as a whole. So I personally didn't celebrate, and I haven't celebrated for a long time because as a kid, I just kind of saw what it was. Who is this? Connie. She ain't red. Oh my God, did something happen to him? Oh no, that's 7 a.m. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so you may have to do a lot of cutting out, a lot of cutting down. Damn, my phone about to die already. That's crazy. So you may have to do a lot of separating. You do have to separate yourselves from the people, places, and things that do not serve your higher good, regardless of how it hurts. All right, so you may be able to do so. Like, it may take you a few seasons. I'm not gonna lie. Me not celebrating holidays is something that I've been practicing for a while. And I do understand that it's not gonna be easy just to do it cold turkey because it's something that you're used to. All right, imagine how people detox off of drugs, how hard that is for their body, how hard that is for their mind, how hard that is for their spirit. When you detox even like from relationships, that's hard. So when you're doing something that you've been taught to do all of your life and you're finally deciding to go against the grain, you are going to have a lot of pain, a lot of confusion, a lot of things that are going to confuse you in a sense to make you feel like you're not doing the right thing. But if you can sit through it, then you'll see like, okay, this makes sense. All right, this is some things, or this is a tradition that I don't need in my life. This is a person that I don't need in my life. This is an environment that I don't need in my life. This is a friend that I don't need in my life. So Spirit's really saying that you gotta cut a lot of people out of your life in order to start rebuilding. All right, they say you can't heal yourself in the places and the situations where you were broken. You have to move away, cut it out. All right, stop the pattern in order to move on. And when you do that, This is falling under brand new. So you're going to get brand new love. You're going to get brand new life, brand new finances, brand new identity, brand new everything. All right. Something that's unconditional. And this may not necessarily be from a person. This could be just you learning how to love yourself unconditionally. All right. And once you learn how to love yourself unconditionally, you're no longer looking for anybody else to do that. But if somebody comes in and they can, then you're like, you know, double the blessing. Bottom of the deck, we do have time. Time is always ticking, all right? You always have the choice to decide when you want to start a new cycle, when you want to end a new cycle. It's all about making a decision. So you either decide to do it now or you decide to do it next week. Or you decide to do it this week. That's an interesting ringtone. Okay, so yeah, you either decide to do it now or you decide to do it later. But the longer you procrastinate in what it is that you know you need to do, then eventually that procrastination is going to turn to pain. And then once you start to do what you decided to do, you're going to realize you should have did it a whole lot long ago. You should did it long ago. All right, some of y'all could also, like, once you go through the journey, you do the work that you need to do, you could become a spiritual teacher, all right? You could become someone that people just come to for advice, all right? Someone who is looked at as enlightened. All right, the storms are not going to last forever. Whatever you're going through in life right now is not going to last forever. Don't stay in the energy of woe is me. Just take the opportunity to grow. Whatever hardships you face in life only make you stronger. All right, I know some of us don't want to be as strong as we are, as we've learned to be, but it is what it is. With each challenge, there's this opportunity again for you to be strong. All right, for you to come out of the storm a lot stronger than you were before you went into that motherfucker. All right, so just stay grounded in your strength, because the true strength comes not from what you do on the outside, but what you do on the inside, what you do internally, how you talk to yourself. Oh my God, how you self-soothe. All right, that's where your strength comes from, not from necessarily being strapped or knowing how to fight or knowing how to run your mouth. Like, you know, those are parts of it, but it does come from within. All right, you could be silent as fuck and still be super strong.